The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him make I like down in a green pastures, him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restored I soul, him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff, them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before I, in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with no iron. The cup runneth over. Surely, goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, Kremawe, Gromawe, Atela, Igzag Beer, Tana Istalina Bashante, Shante, Shante. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. In the aftermath, they produce food in all its palatability and sumptuousness for the nourishment of the whole family. This is what we do here exactly. Come here. We pick up different ideas and sieve out the best and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. Here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we would only do that to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people. And the voice of the people is the voice of God. Do me a favor. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We love you. Yes, you can send us a WhatsApp message or you can even call directly. You want to do business with us? We are ready to do business with you. And again, hit on the notification button after you have subscribed to this channel. And then share the broadcast as well. We are here for patriotism. Here we don't do politics. Today we have 3 very crunching issues to look at as usual. In the next 30 minutes, this broadcast will be over. So you can go about your own business. We started late today. I want to apologize for that. Technical issues. Oh my God. Soon all the technical issues will be out. And then we will fly smoothly with our own TV and our own radio. Oh gosh. I'm sure you are waiting for that, right? Okay. First story, my youth, and hold it tight. Watch it. What is it saying? Greedy, lawless, former SIC boss sues Mahama. So the word there is former. Former. Greedy, lawless, former SIC boss sues Mahama. Who is this boss? We all heard about Hollister, right? Miss Hollister. My brother, my sister, she is the boss we are talking about. This is that lady. She's pretty, isn't she? But some people have described her as greedy. I think she's quite lawless. My brother, my sister. Now, what is the story about this pretty lady here called Hollister? She was appointed in November 2 years ago, 2023, as the boss of the SIC. My brother, my sister, she was there from November. And in 2005, she was replaced. James Ajeni Boateng was supposed to go take over her position as the new SIC boss. You know what she did? When she heard the announcement, she locked up her office, pocketed the keys, and bolted. Yesterday, we carried this story. Today, she ran to the courthouse and she is seeking a lot of remedy from the court. What exactly does she want in court? SIC MD tussle. Hollister sues company over termination. Challenges Ajeni Boateng's appointment. Run it, my youth. Watch this. Now, in a dramatic turn of events, the immediate past managing director of SIC Insurance Company Limited, Hollister Dia Yentumi, has filed a lawsuit against the company and its newly appointed managing director, James Ajeni Boateng. Now, the lawsuit filed on February 4, 2025 challenges the termination of her employment and the subsequent appointment of Ajeni Boateng, who was announced by President John Dramani Mahama on January 27, 2025. Dia Yentumi, a lawyer by profession, argues that her tenure as managing director was contractually secured for a period of 4 years, expiring on January 1, 2028, or as otherwise agreed upon by the board of directors. She contends that her employment was governed by a contract dated March 21, 2024, and an addendum dated May 2, 2024, which stipulated that her position would only be terminated by the board of directors or by a resolution passed by all shareholders at an annual general meeting. According to the lawsuit, her termination was unlawful as it was executed through a letter from the office of the president, signed by Executive Secretary Callistus Mahama, Dr. Callistus Mahama, on January 2024. On January 24, 2025, beg your pardon. Now, the letter reference as OPS 127/25/149 was received by Dia Yentumi on January 27, 2025, and purported to terminate her role while appointing Ajeni Boateng as her successor. Dia Yentumi assessed that this action violated the terms of her employment agreement. She is seeking a declaration from the High Court that her termination was unlawful and in breach of her contract. Regarding the termination of the plaintiff's employment, plaintiff states that under and by virtue of clause 7 of the agreement, the plaintiff's employment may only be terminated by the board of directors of the first defendant or by all the shareholders of the company acting at an annual general meeting for the said purpose. The suit reads, additionally, she is challenging the legality of Ajeni Boateng's appointment, arguing that it was not conducted in accordance with the company's governance procedures. Now, the lawsuit also highlights the financial implications of her termination. Under the terms of a contract, Dia Yentumi is entitled to a lump sum payment of her gross salary, allowances, and benefits for the unexpired period of her tenure. Listen attentively. If her termination happens, it means that for the 4 years that she's supposed to run, they would have to pay her a lump sum. That means all 4 years, you gather all her salary and give to her. How much does she receive? Do you know? What are the other emoluments? Watch this. Now, the plaintiff further states that upon the termination of employment, she's entitled in accordance with clause 7 of the agreement to a lump sum of payment of her gross salary, allowance, and benefits for the unexpired period of the agreement, which payment must be made at the official handing over to the next successor. The suit adds, her employment agreement provided her with significant benefits, including a 30-day paid annual vacation, an annual familiarization tour with a $3,000 airfare allowance, a per diem of $810. That means every day should be given $810 for international travel, and a personal accident and life insurance cover equivalent to 5 times her annual basic salary. And how much is her annual basic salary? Do you know? You are yet to be shocked. Now, these benefits were subject to an annual 15% increment review. Run it. Tumi's legal team is seeking an order for the defendants to pay her entire salary and benefits for the unexpired term of her contract, as well as any other relief the court deems appropriate. Now, the managing director shall be entitled to an annual familiarization tour to any destination anywhere in the world. Annually, she would have to go. SIC shall pay an amount not exceeding $3,000 for an air ticket for the trip upon proof of undertaking the trip. Now, the annual familiarization benefit is a use it or lose it benefit. Now, the managing director's annual familiarization tour shall be considered part of an entitled paid days each year, and therefore should be deducted from the total entitled days when taken. My brother, my sister, now look at how much she receives. Now, the managing director shall be paid a per diem of 810 American dollars. Do you know how much that is? It's about 15,000 Ghana cedis a day when she travels out. For 7 solid days. My brother, my sister, flip the page. This has caused a lot of furore around the country. Flip it over to the next page. Quick. My brother, my sister, how much is this woman earning as her salary? How much is it? Next page, please. Take it to the next page, please, so we can read the rest of the story. My brother, my sister, this is the amount of money she takes as per diem. It's interesting, isn't it? 810 American dollars. And at the same time, it is serious. Now, this is a social media comment. The name is the Edem Kojo. The SIC MD takes home 70,000 Ghana cedis per month in basic salary. 70,000. More than the president's salary. Takes 84,000 clothing allowance every year. Every year she wears clothing worth 84,000. That is aside her salary of 70,000 Ghana cedis. She takes a monthly entertainment allowance of 7K. That is Chichinga, Guinness, and the rest of it. 7,000 every month. Official home with free utilities. Water, she doesn't pay bills. Electricity, no bills. It doesn't matter how many gadgets she has, free. Whilst you and I are paying electricity bill and water bill, and our electricity meters are beeping, ping, 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 every second, she is on a free cruise. Utility free payment. 3,000 Ghana cedis for her house help. The one who cleans her house and opens the fridge to bring her a chilled beer. Takes 3,000. 3,000 Ghana cedis for her security man who opens the gate for her to enter from work. And 2,000 Ghana cedis for her gardener. Whether she has flowers in her house or not, we are yet to know. But the gardener takes 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. She has free hospital services, medical treatment for herself, her spouse, and 5 children. For now, she has 2 children. She has an official V8. And she's entitled to 450 liters of fuel daily. All this. That's how much she receives. So you can understand why she is fighting. Her whole world is crumbling down. But let us not be quick enough to judge her. She's been to school, worked hard in school. She's a lawyer by profession. While some were sleeping and snoring, she was burning the midnight oil. But at the time that the nation is hemorrhaging, this is how much she benefits. Ras Mubarak, do we all know him? We know Ras Mubarak, a former MP, a colleague of mine on radio and in the world of reggae, describes this woman as greedy. Is she greedy? Hollister saga, we can't allow one greedy woman to hold an entire state institution hostage. Ras Mubarak, run it, my youth. Now, a former member of parliament of Kumbungu, Ras Mubarak, has expressed his disapproval and outrage over the developing situation at the State Insurance Company Limited, where the former MD has sued the company and refused to hand over to her successor. Hollister Duayen has sued the company and her replacement, James Ajeni Boateng, who was appointed by President John Dramani Mahama after accusing the company of wrongful termination of contract. She has also locked the office with the keys reportedly in her possession, preventing a successor, James Ajeni Boateng, from gaining access to the premises. Listen, she is demanding, amongst other benefits, 840,000. That's almost $1 million Ghana cedis, close to $1 million Ghana cedis. Annual salary as captured in her suit. And if you break this down, every month she's entitled to more than 70,000 Ghana cedis. This divided by 12. Reacting to the incident in a Facebook post on February 6th, that's today, Bob Marley Day, 2025, Ras Mubarak slammed the government, questioning why they had allowed an individual to hold a state institution to ransom. According to the former NDC lawmaker, immediate action must be taken to remove her from office, calling for a possible arrest and prosecution if that would help resolve the situation. This is what Ras Mubarak is saying. We can allow one greedy woman to hold an entire state institution hostage. Just order security not to allow her in the premises. Order her to hand over the public property. Yes, hand over public property or face arrest and prosecution. Take down the door and have the police take inventory. We are too nice for our own good, he wrote. Meanwhile, BAWUMIA'S to me has come under scrutiny, with critics questioning her opposition to her removal from office, especially given that she was appointed under the former Akufo-Addo government and a new government has taken over. Dash it away. I call her lawless because she is, in fact, a disciple of the law. She's a lawyer. The president has appointed somebody to take over. You could just give out the keys after police has taken inventory so that you could come back and fight your cause in court. But no, she took the laws into her own hands, locked up the place, and took the keys away. My brother, my sister, this is what is happening right now, and it's very sad. But something more interesting is happening. There's a man who was an aide to the former vice president, and he has something to say about this woman called Hollister Duayen to me. Do you know who this person is? Do you know who this person is? My brother, my sister, there it is. That's him. He's called Kofi Tonto. Kofi Tonto. Kofi Tonto. That is his name. My brother, my sister, Kofi Tonto is speaking. And what is he saying? What is he saying? A former member of parliament for Kumbungu, Ras Mubarak, has described this woman as what? Greedy. Right? Now Kofi Tonto has something to say. What is Kofi Tonto saying? Kofi Tonto. Who is Kofi Tonto first and foremost? Do we know him? Please, let me see the photograph of Kofi Tonto. This is Kofi Tonto. Kofi Tonto. My brother, my sister, Kofi Tonto is the man whose photograph you see right here. And he is a former aide to the vice president. Former aide to the vice president. Former aide to the vice president. And he is speaking. Run the story, my youth. Quick. Run the story. Run the story. You can't campaign against Mahama's vision and expect to be maintained as CEO. Former SIC MD told. Run it. A political aide to former Vice President Dr. BAWUMIA, Kofi Tonto, has criticized the immediate past managing director of SIC Insurance Company Limited, Hollister Dia Yentumi, over reports of a refusal to hand over to the newly appointed acting MD James Ajeni Boateng weeks after his appointment by President John Dramani Mahama. According to the communicator, appointees from the former government are expected to step down from their respective positions following the government transition. Kofi Tonto argued that individuals who campaign against the new government's vision cannot expect to be retained in their roles, urging them to step down and make way for new appointees of the NDC-led government to take over. You cannot campaign against the vision and ideas of Mahama and expect to be maintained as a CEO. Step down for those who believe in his ideas and vision. It's that simple. He posted on Facebook, yes, on Thursday, that's today, February 6, 2025. His comments come in the wake of reports of an ongoing tussle at the SIC Insurance Company Limited. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, it is sad. This is a member of her own political party, or better still, a member of the political party that appointed her. I honestly do not believe in political parties changing, and for that matter, everybody must be changed. As long as their positions are not politically influenced. What do I mean? If they are not political appointments, there absolutely is no reason to take out such people. Even if they were political appointments, we still have to see what their contribution has been and decide whether we want to still work with them or not. It's not everything Akufo-Addo did that was totally demonic. Not everything BAWUMIA did was demonic. Out of the bad, we can still sieve out the good, right? This is what Kofi Tonto is saying. You campaigned against Mahama's vision. Said Mahama was visionless. You don't agree with whatever he was saying. Today is in power. And you want to be in the same flight that you don't believe in? Don't be a hypocrite. You can criticize and say, yes, you don't agree with this. Common sense should tell you that once you don't agree with this vision, and this is the new pilot, get down. If a pilot says, I'm going to fly this plane over this area, and I believe it's a dangerous route, and I can't stop the pilot from moving in that dangerous route, what do? I get down and save my life. But the greedy woman, lawless woman, decides that she will still sit in there, take a hefty monthly salary of 70,000 Ghana cedis, entertainment allowance, money for her gardener, money for her house help, money for her security man, money for traveling, money for chilling, money for everything, even for coughing and sneezing. She takes money. Yeah, these are the people who say the country is not doing well. She receives more salary than the president of Ghana. Receives more salary than so many civil servants in the country. I'm sure by now, Nana Addo is crying in shame because you are refusing to go with Nana Addo. At least solidarize with Nana Addo and his defeat. Go with him, sympathize with him, empathize with him, but no, you still want to stay there. It's an embarrassment. Well, Hollister, over to you. lawless, and greedy. Locked up the place, pocketed the keys, and went away. No work should happen as long as they don't give her money. Nobody should work. Ghana should stop to work because she needs everything. My brother, you know how much she's demanding? Over 800,000 Ghana cedis times 4 for the 4 years that she's supposed to be in the office, according to her. And more. She will receive at least 1 million times 4. She's waiting for 4 million Ghana cedis to be given to her before she leaves office. To God be the glory. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show number, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey! Hey! Whoa! For the biggest roots reggae festival in Africa, the Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, for the very first time in Ghana, performing live culture featuring Kenyatta Hill, son of the legend Joseph Hill.
I took a sleep this morning of the eternal.
Also bringing down the house from Augustown, Jamaica, is Dwayne Stevenson.
So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. Godfather, you rescue me.
Alongside the legendary reggae gospel singer George Nooks from Kingston, Jamaica.
That God is standing by.
Kingston meets Accra for a highly spiritual tango in a Kuchoko style. Oh my God, all hell will break loose and Satan will be taken hostage. This is Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, and from Ghana, welcome your roots master, the Kuchoko legend Blakk Rasta with the herbalist band.
Rasta man don't go in a barber shop. Rasta man can sit in a barber chair.
Conqueraja vibes, Rena, Mighty Octodus band, Nana Nto, the Bombardier. Osajifo, Nilante, Jawai, Daddy Bosco, Ras Apia Levi, Kwame Bediakon, Akle, Tona Hope, and the High Life legend Samuel Owusu. From Burkina Faso, meet Zedmu, Rasim Porsche, and Imahadu. Saturday, 8th March 2025. The venue is La Pleasure Beach, Accra. Time is 12 noon till you drop. Rate is only 50 Ghana cedis. And as usual, there will be free cocoa, kulkuli, kose, and masa to break your fast and to put you in the spiritual mood for Kuchoko Bam. And for more information, you contact 0244 499 461. Media partners
TV3, Onya TV, Onya FM, 3FM, Connect FM, Akuma FM, Black Empire Media, Prekesa Media.
Blakk Pot, Kuku Show.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show, and here we speak truth to power. Shall we look at the next story? All right? And remember, Kuchoko Roots Festival is here, right? Are you coming? Buy your tickets online. Yes. Buy your tickets online at kuchoko.com or akwaba.app. Yes. It's on the 8th of March 2025 and it's at the La Pleasure Beach. Yes, Accra. Then on the 15th, we'll be going all the way to Wa Yes, Blakk Rasta is performing alongside Kenyatta Hill of culture fame. And of course, we have Dwayne Stevenson coming all the way from Jamaica. Yes, it's going to be dread. Of course, we would also have the mighty George Nooks playing. And it's only 50 Ghana cedis. Oh my God. Please, this is a big bonus. If you miss it, you are certainly going to miss out of history. This is the first time all these artists are playing in Ghana. Right? So watch out and make sure that you don't get stamped out. Right? All right. Next story, my youths. Now the next story says, help NPP members beat NDC people. And this is Annoh Dompreh talking. Who is Annoh Dompreh? Do you know him? He's the disputed NP for Nkoko. Remember there was a dispute around the elections around the time, and they could not announce the reports, and finally came out that this was the winner of the disputed election. This is Annoh Dompreh. He is the noisiest in the 9th Parliament of Ghana right now. In fact, he is the most childish in the Parliament of Ghana right now. My brother, my sister, and these people want us to call them honorables. Let's watch a tape that has been making the rounds. Let's listen to what Annoh Dompreh is saying in this tape.
Now we to say MPP 4 and now say MPP ni any NDC ni ekwa. Bua MPP ni no na yembu NDC ni. We are giving the EC 1 week. 1 week. 1 week, 7 days. The EC must come and declare our candidate as the winner of the Blakk election. If the NDC led by Mahama Yariga will not be reasonable, no matter as you say, a Blakk based on all the evidence available, the winner, no more margin somebody to trust some, they will continue. They are not going to allow the EC to collect.
IGP is not arresting this hooligan. He has no common sense. He's a fool. He's a fool, this guy. And I'm so angry. If I had said this, you would have heard sirens and helicopters flying all over the place looking for me. This idiot is sitting in the Ghana Parliament. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to the idiot talking. No common sense. And this is the people in Sawan people have voted for. The person. These days, it doesn't look like we vote for sense. We vote for idiocy. We vote for the highest bidder, whoever can give us rice and oil. If not so, how should this idiot be in the Ghana Parliament? How on earth? To those of you who don't speak Akan, you know what he said? He said, as we heard in this tape, that when you go out there and you see an NDC person and an NPP person arguing or are fighting, help the NPP man to beat up the NDC guy. Do they respect the nation? The peace that they are enjoying, they are taking it for a ride. Of course, I understand that there is an election, and after the election, results should come out. If there's a reason the results are not coming out, let's pursue that without threatening violence. Idiots like this should not be in Parliament. He's a goat. And when I mean goat, not greatest of all time. I'm angry. How did this idiot get himself into Parliament? How? Every day I lose interest in this Ghanaian Parliament. This was one of the guys involved in the furore in Parliament, breaking tables and breaking microphones only a couple of days ago. And he wants me to call him an honorable. Nobody is bigger than the truth. Ghana is bigger than all of us. The day Ghana breaks, we all break. We won't sit down for idiots like this to come and cause mayhem in our country. These people, they have enough money. A lot of these politicians have enough stolen money, especially that some of them are just coming out of power. The SIC MD past and all those people who had millions stashed under their beds and so on and so forth. The money that they mentioned was found under SIC MD past bed. I dream about money. I've never dreamt about that magnitude of money. According to reports, it took hours, several hours, to count the money that they found, according to the office of the special prosecutor. And a guy like this will come, like a drunken man. Asumjia, adia ye friend asumjie die. Omunye Peter. Peace. These people will never have peace in the Parliament House. But you go out and you see an NDC man and an MPP man fighting, join hands with the MPP man to beat up the NDC man. Are they not Ghanaians? You are in the Parliament House. Are you making laws for only NPP people? You claim you stand for the integrity of Ghana. Yet some of these people have absolutely no integrity. They don't even have common sense. It's not there. Isawam, how did you vote this idiot into power? What happened to you? Did you go crazy or what? Are you proud of this guy? And the Muamu Jejereji. Dash him away. This is how we have to treat these people. We are fed up being diplomatic. They can go to the Parliament House and break tables, break microphones that you and I pay for. And then they come and say we should call them honorables. They want us to allow them to drive with sirens in traffic, whilst we, those who employ them, we are walking in the sun and calling them honorable. At the end of the day, they have something they call ex gratia. Me and you, no matter how much we work, we don't have anything like that. Why should I be paying you, employ you and be paying you, and you don't respect me? They should beat each other. Why don't you bring your family out so that we fight with your family? And you start the fight. I'm ready. When you come out, me and you can come. Or I'll find somebody else. You and him fight first. And you see how painful it is to take a blow. How painful it is to break a nose. When was the last time mosquitoes even beat these people like this? You don't know what it is to say a mosquito bite. Let alone a snake bite or a scorpion sting. You don't know what it is. Some of you do not even know what it means to say a mosquito bite. And you are calling for people's sons and daughters who have been suffering in the ghetto all this while to come out and beat each other. And you call yourself an honorable. It's a black pot, aka Kokushonomo, and here we speak truth to power. It's all about Ghana. Nobody is bigger than the truth. Here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. When I return, we shall be taking your messages and we'll do more. Hey! Hey! Wayo!
It is time again for the biggest Roots Reggae Festival in Africa, the Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, for the very first time in Ghana, performing live culture featuring Kenyatta Hill, son of the legend Joseph Hill.
I took a brief this morning of the international.
Also bringing down the house from Augustown, Jamaica, is Dwayne Stevenson.
So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. God Father, you rescue me.
Alongside the legendary reggae gospel singer George Nooks from Kingston, Jamaica.
That God is standing by.
Kingston meets Accra for a highly spiritual tango in a Kuchoko style. Oh my God, all hell will break loose and Satan will be taken hostage. This is Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, and from Ghana, welcome your roots master, the Kuchoko legend Blakk Rasta with the herbalist band.
Rasta man don't go in a barber shop. Rasta man can sit in a barber chair.
Conqueraja vibes, Rena, Mighty Octodus band, Nana Nto, the Bombardier. Osajifo, Nilante, Jawai, Daddy Bosco, Ras Apia Levi, Kwame Bediakon, Akle, Tona Hope, and the High Life legend Samuel Owusu from Burkina Faso. Meet Zedmu, Rasim Porsche, and Ibahadu. Saturday, 8th March 2025. The venue is La Pleasure Beach, Accra. Time is 12 noon till you drop. Rate is only 50 Ghana cedis. And as usual, there will be free cocoa, kulkuli, kose, and masa to break your fast and to put you in the spiritual mood for Kuchoko Bam. And for more information, you contact 0244 499 461. Media partners
TV3, Onya TV, Onya FM, 3FM, Connect FM, Akuma FM, Black Empire Media, Prekesa Media.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
It's the Blackpot, aka Coco Show, and here we speak truth to power. Shall we look at your comments? All right. We're live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. Yes. Mark Romeo Fori says, respect Professor Blakk, sir. Eli Klenam Kekeli says, respect African teacher Blakk Rasta and blessed love. Wahab Dimala says, Blakk Rasta. Pat Awo says, hello, Blakk Rasta. Hi, Pat. How are you doing? Mubarak MBK says, come here. Quick. You think so you're the wise. Kumia them says, greetings to you, my patriot. Keep up the good work. All right. Patrick Nate says, waste of taxpayers' money. That's correct. Anagdeni Godfred Perfect says, Ghana's behavior isn't showing that we are borrowing from the IMF. You're right. It doesn't look like we are the poor people that the world says we are. Anagdeni Godfred Perfect says, I think our state companies, MD and CEO terms and conditions need to be reviewed. Upon all these expensive expenditures, what does she add to the Ghanaian citizen? Zion Genesis says, say it loud. So let's look at her achievements. While she was there, what was her achievement? What picturesque did she bring? Anagdini says, Blakk Rasta, you see why Ghana will be bankrupt every day? Has she forgotten that she is a political appointment? Peter Sobojo says, if they are taking all these monies and yet the state still takes care of them, my simple question is, what is their salary supposed to be used for? We, the ordinary citizens, pay our rent, healthcare, our feeding, electricity, and all other things from our very salary. Well, that's an opinion and a question for the gods. Isi Zulu says, Kuchoko Bam, Kuchoko. Noah Zakaria says, President John Dramani Mahama must, as a matter of revision, as a matter of fact, revise the salaries and perks paid to DCEOs and MDs of our state institutions. Their stay in office must be performance-based. This woman is truly greedy, inconsiderate, and heartless. Isi Zulu says in Sawam, Adwajiri. Yes, you are right. That's where that guy is from. Omaiba Nana Nyansahine Angwa says, this Honorable Frank Annoh Dompreh Iradi. It's so painful. Benjamin Tay, the general pathologist, says, why is the police not inviting this guy for this threat? Anagdini Godfred Perfect says he is a disgraced MP to his people and Ghana at large. Stephen Elikem Lawson says a big fool like that. Noah Zachariah says, as for dishonorable, yentu two cables nunina. Yentu two cables nunina. Foolishness comes to him naturally. He doesn't struggle to fool. Silly man. Blessings to you, Black Rasta. Anagdini Godfred Perfect. He is still thinking that we are in the campaign era. Very silly comments. I'm glad that Ghanaians are condemning these comments. Yes, we have ceased to be animals. The animals that you turned us into with your dirty politics. Because one fool says, Rastafari, love to all. Andy Bolu says, hey, more fire, watching you live from Israel. Raham's Empire TV. I'm more fire. Blakk, keep up the good work. God bless you, Rasta. What you in? Anna Kofi says, welcome back, Blakk. Teach. Strongback says, the real ghetto king is here. Black Rasta. Rastafari. Mohammed Banjir says, Ghana. Sometimes I wonder the level of hypocrisy Parliament has. Reference to the Senator Rawlings issue. Why couldn't they sanction Rawlings when he was alive, but now calls him murderer after his death? Well, he was called. He was asked to come for the National Reconciliation, was it commission? He was there. And then the sitting was just for a few minutes and he went away. But my brother, listen, Mohammed Benjamin. Rawlings presided over the most murderous and the most bloody coup d'etat ever experienced in this country. The coup d'etat in this country that had so many people getting killed, more than any other coup d'etat that ever happened in this country, was done by Rawlings. But ask me again, which other coup d'etat was there apart from the Rawlings coup d'etat? Achampon and the rest. Right? NRC 1, NRC 2. Right? My brother, my sister, those were the other ones, mild in nature. Nobody was shot, nobody died. But in Kwame Nkrumah's regime, the coup d'etat saw at least 4 or 5 people shot and killed. When Rawlings came, people were shot and killed like mosquitoes. Soldiers could go out in town, do anything at all. Lawlessness all over the place. Rawlings must be held responsible. The so-called excesses of the revolution. That's what we're talking about. Judges were abducted in Rawlings' regime and killed. Burnt at Bondasi. We have not forgotten. So Rawlings was a murderer. He was a murderer. He was not a saint. He was a murderer. A murderer. Zenator is not a murderess, but she is the daughter of a murderer. She can't inherit her father's crimes, but she is who she is DNA-wise, the daughter of a murderess. We have to start shaming people like that. Even if they get away with it here on earth, they shouldn't be able to get away with it yonder there. When we start shaming people, they know that when they die, their children will be given their tag. They will become better people. Mohammed Banjir says, I can't think far with that issue. Why? Signed, MC Scorpion. To my darling says, they think they are doing Mahama bad, not knowing it's Ghana. They are crushing it down. Hey, sad politics. Flacco Alem TV. Good evening, Black Rasta. Strong Vibe says something is wrong with us. And to my darling says, house help self, they receive more salary than the diploma teacher. Hey, politicians. Ayo. Kwakuchre Jaffa says, more fire. We put in Ghana first. We speak truth to power because the people's lives matter. Right? Well, it is what it is. It's the black pot. Kojo Wanful says, all being well, I shall be here. I shall be there. Aaron Triumphant says, the fact that I like women occupying top positions by merit, I think I will now be careful advocating for women. Greed has become a blanket covering their evil deeds. I'm sad. Aaron Triumphant continues to say, please, I need 5 tickets. I will attend the show with my friends. Send us mobile money 50 times 5 to this number. And once we receive it, certainly send us evidence that you have sent it. We will locate you and give you your tickets, right? Thank you so much. Who else wants to buy 20 tickets, 50 tickets? Buy tickets. And you can also go online, kuchoko.com or akwaba.app, and you can buy the tickets on your phone. But when you arrive, there's a machine there. It says, king, 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 king. Then the gate opens and you enter. You see that? Hussein Magaji says they are doing all they can to bring down Mahama. EQ says, I shock self. When someone said, silly boy, you were all over the place. Now here we are. Ambitious says the Speaker of Parliament should be blamed. For what? Blamed for what? Zimbabwe is the answer. You're correct. All right? Well, it's the Black Port, aka Kokoshewonemo. Let's take another 5 minutes and finish up with the last issue. Run it, my youth. BAWUMIA'S 81 billion Hajj debt screams at Muslims. Do you remember when Nanado and BAWUMIA were busily taking Muslims to Mecca? They were taking a lot of Muslims, political Mecca, political Hajjis. There are a lot of political Hajjis and political Hajjis. The political parties play politics with this. They infiltrate religion with their dirty politics. In the days of the NDC, they also had people going to Mecca, political Hajjis. Political Hajjis. It looks like that is the only way they can satisfy Zongo people and Muslims. They are not building better roads and better drainage systems for them. Making sure that the educational system is good enough in their areas so that they can go to school and improve themselves. They are busily sending them to Mecca so that they come back and say, Al-Hajj, oh, Al-Hajj Bayt Allah, Ya Al-Hajj, 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 Al-Hajj Bayt Allah. Allah, Bayt Allah. Then Allah to say, Alekiaika, Alekiaika, Alekiaika. You go to Mecca and come and we are still drinking cocoa without anything. Raw cocoa sakura. You go to Mecca and come back and you are eating tuoza fi with me and kuka, nothing in it. When I say this, some people misunderstand. But they are using us in the Zongo for their dirty politics. Everybody in the Zongo wants to go to Mecca. The law in Islam says when you can afford it, it's all about affordability. But if somebody comes to you, listen to this. Somebody comes to you and says that, you know what? Wallahi, that's one keka makal, that's one keka Hajj. You know what to tell the person? Wallahi, na samu da ka abon kudin. Ka bani kudin wallahi yara na ba su ma zuwa school fees ma Allah kuwa na damuna. Mata na ba ta da lafiya. Inda ma za mu kwana ma problem ne. Wallahi da ka bani ba. She inje samu wanda kasa gina she muna cikin. Allah ya muna iko na samu lokacin je maka kuma. What I said is not gibberish. When somebody comes to you telling you he wants to take you to Mecca, in your house there, you don't even get 2 meals a day. Your children have been sent away from school because they are not able to pay fees or whatever. Your children go to school barefooted. Your environment is so dirty. You want to be able to move out. Then they bring you money, tens of thousands, that they want to take you to Mecca. Then you also collect it and go and get one jalabia and one fulla, the tasbah. Al-Hajj Bayt Allah. Al-Hajj Bayt Allah. La bayka lahumma la sharika la bayka. Bayka lahumma la sharika la bayka. Al-Hajj Bayt Allah. Sheikh Al-Kiyaika. Al-Hajj Bayt Allah. Naki Al-Kiyaika. Subhanallah. All of a sudden, he's forgotten Hausa. He's speaking Arabic. He returns from Mecca. His wife has malaria. he has no money to buy malaria medicine. Wala ajeri akawonde ruwade asa wonde binga ganye chicken adafa nte sha ta ilafia. Get some herbs, boil it and give it to her to drink. She'll be okay. Wife dies. He has carried all the money to Mecca. If Zongo people start telling these politicians, Maka na munaso, ama munaso muchimukoshi, tukumuje Maka. Munaso nguamu ejara. Gota munang munaso ejara. Yaramu munaso agina musu schools, better schools. Wona aka munaba munsa muje Maka. But they come. They know that you always fall for the Mecca thing. They can treat you anyhow. Then they come and take one malam who is respected in the area and take him to and this is Sunkesh Makai. Wallahi yang edisi de alle barsu. Wallahi sunke malam pampare wa Maka. Sunke malam Abdurrahim Makai. Kode yang MPP. Bawumia ya kemutan fudu Maka. La ilaha illallah. Alle bar Bawumia. Wallahi Bawumia ya shiga aljanna. Bawumia ya kemutan fudu uwamu Maka. Amanyu wanajinku. Kuna chiwo mbanza. Baku da schools. Makarantan ma kudin wata baku ya biyawa. Amma an kai ku Maka, kun je kun gan Kaaba, kun gan menene kun komo. Sheme yi. What have you benefited? A politician comes to take you to Mecca to go and look at the Kaaba and get involved in the rituals around Hajj. You come home as Alhaji. You are eating tuonza fi de miyan kuka da ba nama. Ba kifi ma cikin. Ruwan shanku. Ma ruwan banza kuna sha. Yeah. It's time for us Zongo people to stand on our 2 feet. I've said this time and again. Don't let them take us for fool. Next time they come, wallahi, bunke mutani fudu bunke mutani goma Maka. Kuka kudi Maka buka. Mungina school. Kode hospital. Ya ramu mumbazu juge school. Imagine they had brought the money to Malam Abdul Rahim. That they are taking you to Maka. And Malam Abdul Rahim takes the money and he builds a school in the area and he names it Malam Abdul Rahim School. Children will go to that school. Malam Rahim will die. His children will come and die. His great-grandchildren will come and die. And that school will still be there. And you go to Mecca and come and die. Everybody has forgotten. I'm not saying it's not good to go to Mecca. But even Islam says you should only go when you can afford. What is the importance of taking somebody to Mecca and he will come back and he's still struggling to eat basic food? It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushounamo. And here we speak truth to power. Final messages and we're done. All right? But what did I just say? Take these messages down. I spoke and left out something. Do you know Collins Dauda? You know him? You know Collins Dauda? He has said something. You know what he has said? Run the story. Akufo-Addo government left 81 million Ghana cedi Hajj debt behind. And this is Collins Dauda. He's a Muslim. He's an Alhaji. Run it. The chairman of the interim Hajj task force, Alhaji Collins Dauda, has said that the previous government left a whooping 81,142,899 90 pesos debt for past Hajj pilgrimage trips. According to him, this debt is owed to various service providers for the pilgrimage. Collins Dauda added that the previous government owes a substantial amount of money to a company that provides plastic wheelchair services to Muslim pilgrims in Mecca. Quick, flight and let's go. Look at the amount. Food and everything, dash it away. So that's what Collins Dauda is saying. Most of the time, they take us to Mecca, and when we return, we continue to suffer. It's better they deal with our suffering, give us a better life, and then we can go to Mecca. I remember an auntie of mine. Anytime we came from Accra, we say, Auntie, we'll take a restaurant. We'll take Auntie to a restaurant to eat some good food. Auntie will look at us and say, Nachiyo, go back manachi. Nachiyo, go back manachi. Kore nachiyo ya karejin. If I eat today, would I get the same food to eat tomorrow? Then we'll say, oh no, when we come again next year. Then she will say, give me the money that you're going to use to buy me this food. Let me manage it until you come back next year. It's the Black Pot, aka Koko Shonamo, and here we speak truth to power. Let's see your comments. Quick. Now your comments. Tompo says, Black, you are very funny. But this is funny truth. God bless you, my brother. Thank you. Isi Zulu says, very silly. Benjamin Tay, the general pathologist, says, why would the police leave this guy to threaten the peace of the whole country? And he's walking around freely until now. Anagdini, Godfred, perfect. Is he studying foolishness and stupidity? Kekeli Eli Kem Klenam says Zimbabwe. Yeah, you're right. Achab, Awutol Bismarck says, good work, Black. All right. J. Coleman. Yes, J. Coleman says, these Ghana government CEOs, and they are whooping big monies, but still run the institution they are running into the ground, like they did with Ghana Airways. Ambitious Osei says, please, Black Rasta, let Speaker of Parliament understand that Ghanaians are not fools. How can he remove the suspension? And that's why Annoh Dompreh is still fooling and insulting everybody, essentially, majority. King K says Annoh Dompreh is beyond silly. Well, all right. Is that it? Do we have more messages? Or that's it? It's the Black Pot, aka Koko Shonamo. I want to say thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you and we love you. We'll catch you again tomorrow between 6 and 6:30. Until then, God bless you. Hey! Hey! Whoa!